be having Ayodele, Aransiola.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate the organizers of this event. You guys are superb, and you guys are amazing. Thank you very well. My name is Ayodele Aransiola. People know me as Liam. So if you don't know Liam before, this is the Liam you have been seeing. I love disturbing and I love making noise. So um, as my slide is getting prepared, I stopped coding, let's say, a year ago. So I moved into community development, PM, and doing all things. So if you are coming into tech and you want to find your way, you can just find me. I will help you and guide you. I have a keynote that can paddle you and find your way in tech. I work for a startup of my own called Millennium Technologies, and we are building solutions in Abuja. And also, I work for a startup in Canada. We are building an health startup, and also a financial startup in Canada also called Flip and Floss. Okay. All right. So that is a little bit about me. I started coding 8 years ago and stopped last year. So and moved into community management, then starting my own software company and also managing people also. So actually, talking about planning a financial stable life as a software engineer is something we all need to think about, because now in this economy, it is very difficult to sustain yourself if you don't plan your life. So you can be earning 10x, but if you don't plan it seriously, you may end up as good as nothing. But if you are earning as little as, let's say, 50K, and you plan it very well, you will be as good as a person that is earning 10x. Myself as a case study, I'm from a low background family, and it is very difficult for us to earn a daily living that time. So as the only son of the family, I had to strive and escape from that story. I remember that my parents doesn't plan for the future, they live in the present. So it is when it happens, they begin to know how to find how to do it. But when I saw that this is a problem, then I started planning for the future. Currently, I invest in companies, okay, no, not companies, let me say startups. I invest in startups, crypto, and in people as well. And also, I also invest myself into, if you know, all these society that they call themselves cooperative.
Please, can you sit down at the back? Is it that you sit down or you lower your voice? Please.
Thank you. So I also joined a cooperative society. Why? Just because for me to save my money. I use PiggyVest. I use which other platform? Like two financial platforms to save my money that I know I won't touch them maybe for the next 10 years. Just keep saving every month. So for the cooperative, I plan to stop saving there when it gets to, let's say, 10 million. I think now I'm still at 3 million. So I'm just here to motivate you, seriously. Because if I can do it, you can also do it. I just started coding. Okay, I joined tech 8 years ago. And this is, after 7 years, I stopped coding. And I can say I have made a lot of notable progress. That, let me brag, I have a car of my own. I bought 5 million. I have a land in properties. Yesterday, I went to Lekki to check my land. So, in 7 years, if I can do this, you can also do this. So, many people sitting here, many of you that are here right now are maybe new in tech, because those that are 10x in tech, they are outside talking and just making network. So, which means my talk is for you. So, now, averagely, people don't question their financial life. They just spend. But if you know you want to have a good, sustainable financial life, not for yourself, but for the future, you have to plan it very well. Now, how many of you has asked yourself that, how much does it take to raise a child in this country? How many of you has asked that, how much does it cost to train 2 to 3 child in this country? I've done that, make analysis. I don't have a girlfriend or anybody because I don't have the brain right now. But I have planned them, and I've looked into their future. All my children, before they are born, I have an account for them currently, and I know when they come, they are living well. Now, this is a financial strategy that I draw out. Now, I'm a person that believes in multiple sources of income. Don't just have one source of income, have multiple sources of income. Last year, a friend told me that he has a startup, and I said, okay. He shared the idea with me, and I said, okay, let me buy shares in your company. And I bought shares. Let me just do Sarah. But this year, he gave me breakdown of the shares. I was like, wow. My shares in his company has 5x in January this year. Which means if you're investing in that company now, you'll be paying like times 5 of what I paid last year. That's a progress. And I don't plan to remove that money until I have my first child. So now, if you look at this place, I said your income, that is self-employed, then here, that is investment, real estate, interest, settlement, dividends. I tell you that I am in a cooperative society. Every year I take dividends from my money in that society, which I don't touch. And now look at how I put my expense. This is our money I spend every month. I enjoy because, well, I know the finish. If you live in Abuja, you will know how stressful it is to go to your workplace. And sometimes weekend, I take my staffs, let us eat out, and I know how much we spend. But you can't just spend that anyhow without a proper planning. So have a table that you have, you know, okay, every month as the money is coming in, you are planning them, and you make use of your plan properly. Also, Rome was not built in a day. You want to bam, but you have to plan it. Those big boys that are enjoying cruising, they have money. Maybe they don't plan it, but if you want to be in their shoe to bam also, plan yourself and spend wisely. If I see, okay, let me say this, Prosper is my mentor. The reason why I wore this today is because of Prosper. So I look towards him, okay, let me say I look up to him, thank you. And I can't eat what he's eating today. Why? Because I'm still not there yet. But I plan myself that in the next 2 years, I want to be in the same shoe that Proper is. So now, in life, we have 3 classes of people. We have the UB, that is unhappy, unhealthy, and broke. We have the middle class, and we have the healthy, happy, and wealthy. Now, how many of us on Twitter always follow DD code? On our birthday, how does it look like? I think last month she made a tweet that about somebody who is making a fun of her, and she said, I'm wealthy and I'm healthy. I was like, wow. So some people are earning small paycheck, but they are living like people who are earning high and having multiple sources of income. So which class do you belong to in these 3 classes? So if you find yourself, then adjust yourself. Now, what is next? Invest. As you are earning or you are trying to find a part in tech, have at the back of your mind that you have to invest. Invest in landing properties. It will not depreciate, it will appreciate. And know where you will buy them. Don't go to maybe, okay, let me leave that. Then buy stocks. Buy bonds. Our government in Nigeria have government bonds. I have government bonds that I bought in Nigeria, and I have one I bought for overseas company through maybe all these financial apps. I won't talk about any of them. So you can buy their bonds there. Then you can see the 4th one. It's not crypto, it's crypto. But seriously, this guy has helped me a lot because if you know which coin to buy at the right time, you will make your money. I think last month I had a good month. Even though there was a dip, I still smiled. But last week I cried. Because a friend of mine had $8K in a coin, and we slept in the night, woke up in the morning, his money is now 0. Now, before you buy any cryptocurrency, it's not about the team. Some cryptocurrency has come, and they will give you a legit white paper. They will also give you a strong backup of a paper that's backing it. But you have to know which one to go for. So his $8K is gone for life. So you can cry. And also, invest in business. If a friend of yours is having a business and you see that this business has a future, invest in it. Sometimes you might be in tech and not be the coding person, but the business behind or the money behind the idea or the business. You will earn the reward. It may take time, and it will pay off. Like currently, I know I have 3 shares in 3 tech startups, both in the country and outside the country. All right, thank you. So invest in your friend's business. If he's selling shoe, buy a shoe, or give her money to purchase more shoes to sell. All right, my name is Ayodele Aransiola, and on Twitter I am at Liam of Things. Thank you very much.